Methods that have been implemented in this research can be described in a step-by-step instruction. The first thing is collecting information from many sources and select only reliable one. After getting the information all together, the next step is to summarize only the specific and correct information. In order to find the solutions, they must be designed and specialized to be able to adapt by adolescents. To complete the research, the rough draft will be checked by an instructor and proofread by the authors for the most accurate results.
No matter who and where one is in this whole wide world, there is no possible way that allows one to run away from stress. It is undeniable that stress can occur in every stage one has to encounter in a lifetime. Stress refers to how mechanisms in the body react to stressors, such as strange environmental conditions or stimuli, both physically and mentally. According to the survey by Harris Interactive Incorporation, which acted on the behalf of the American Psychological Association, the most stressful phase one could ever have in a lifespan is believed to be in adolescence. Being a teenager can be made difficult by various situations. It causes stress in teenagers, which can lead to many problems. Teenager is an age of emotional and sensible feelings, and when they have to face serious problems, the amount of pressures will increase and it will be difficult to manage the stress. This research aims to provide a more comprehensive observation regarding stress in teenagers and the solutions. In the first section of the report, we will focus on three main stressors a teenager could have confronted in everyday life, which are school, family, and relationship.
Usually, a new semester comes with a renewed stress that is related to mundane topics. According to the information provided by experts from kidshealth.com, suggests that most students, regardless of which grade they are in, would probably suffer the same from pressures about schoolworks, socialization, and their appearance in merely the same proportion out of 100%. There could be many concerns in these mentioned topics, but the things that is noteworthy is how one can deal with the stress. Keeping worry about them could do no good but to surpass the level of stress instead. Many students have shared their ideas in coping with such problem, and the majority agrees with balancing schoolworks and social stuffs, starting from a better time management to get a task done early. They could have more time to socialize or to do something else they want. Apart from the problems the students can cope with, some problems are still too overwhelming. Many of students choose to consult with their parents, counselors, or who they trust to seek for a better way out.
Another type of stress that most teenagers have been facing is the stress in family. There are many causes for making the stress occurs, including argument, conflict, and illness. Most of teenagers have been arguing with their parents due to the different attitudes or different perceptions. For example, choosing a TV program to watch together may become a big issue and could finally end in a serious argument. The unrealistic expectation for each other can also lead to a big conflict. Some parents always set a high expectation of their child and force them to do what they do not like. Most of teenagers do not like to be controlled, so they will get stressful and start to be rebellious to their parents. The illness is also one of the big reasons for stress. When one feels sick, one also gets stressed together with depression. Everything in one's aspect turns out to be more negative and starts to get overthinking.
Being in a relationship can be beneficial, but can also lead to negative effects physically and mentally. Some people have to face violence from their partner, which can lead to serious injury or, in worst case scenario, death. It can then cause effects on their mind either. Even though they have to face many problems, it may be quite difficult to deal with heartache or put themselves off because they are falling so deep and not willing to listen to any suggestion. From the study of American Sociological Association about romantic relationship in teenage girls, it was revealed that a deeply romantic relationship can have negative effect to mental health. Teenagers are eager to have their first romance and set up an ideal relationship in their mind, whether it came from a happily ever after movie or a Prince Charming character in cartoons. These unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment and pressure on their partner. Heartbreak greatly impacts a teenager's mental health and can cause a knock-on effect that impacts their social life, school, family, and can even lead to suicide thoughts. After gathering information and brainstorming about possible solutions, the authors can define some solutions for each problem as follows.
For the solution of school stress, there are a few simple ways mentioned by Susan Stiffelman, who is the writer of Parenting Without Power Struggles, to cope with such things as academic stress. The first method is to take some time to look after oneself. Indeed, one's body would need some kind of rest from time to time to let one's brain process everything that has been occurring throughout an entire day for a bit. Taking a break allows one to take a big halt from the relentless pace of the world and enjoy some other activities to bring down the stress level that went through the roof. The next suggestion from Steffelman is to learn to change one's thinking. Stress is the byproduct of the precipitation of stressful thinking. The third suggestion is to do everything slowly. Rushing everything would only elevate one's stress level and even ruin one's academic performance. The last suggestion would be keeping the studying period and resting period in balance during exam weeks. Concentrating on same old things for a very long time would only increase one's stress, and one would gain nothing from doing so. Thus, it is recommended that after concentrating on something for a long time, one should do something else, even just for a short time, to be back to oneself once again to counterweight the stress.
The simple solutions to reduce stress in family are communication, doing activities together, and taking care of each other. Communication in the family is the most important factor to make members in the family understand each other. Teenagers facing with many problems in one day would need their parents to talk with or somehow encourage them. This also helps parents know what has been going on in their children's life, then to give them proper advices before something bad started to take its toll in teenagers' life. After understanding each other well, the stress because of misunderstandings and argument or conflict will be reduced. Doing family activities is also a good option in order to tighten the bond between each member in family. Taking care of teenagers when they get sick will help them to relieve stress and not to think negatively, not only for illness. Taking care of teenagers in everyday life without controlling or forcing them will make them feel parents' love and not feel frustrated.
Relationship can be difficult, and every couple will have to face difficult situations. Even a happy relationship has to cope with fate of disharmony, and the important thing is to learn how to manage with stress properly. From the problems that have been mentioned, relationship stress can be solved by these following solutions from professional counseling: calming down, acceptance, understanding, and taking care. When one goes into the fight, it is better to stay calm and find a solution with reasons. Accept that relationship will never be perfect. Sometimes a partner will make mistakes, and teenagers will find it hard to accept that things will not turn out how they imagine. Therefore, accepting and understanding their partner can decrease relationship stress. Lastly, one should not forget to take care of each other. Everyone wants love and attention from their partner, especially in teenagers that could easily feel neglected if their partner is not taking care of them. Relationship stress can be decreased if teenagers are able to manage themselves and help each other to find solutions together.
In conclusion, stress in teenagers is an important problem that can further lead to negative effects. Stress is the process that body reacts to strenuous situation occurred in every generations of life. However, the most stressful age is believed to be in teenagers according to high rates of susceptible and emotional temperament. Stress in teenagers can be classified into three main causes: school, family, and relationship stress. School stress can occur from various reasons, including suffering from pressure about schoolworks, socialization, and obsession about one's appearance in merely the same proportion out of 100%. Having arguments, conflicts in family, or even illness can lead teenagers to another stress called family stress. Relationship stress are mostly caused by misunderstanding between two people in every kind of relationship. This stress can affect a lot on mind and give negative effects to mental health. In order to manage the stress, teenagers have to follow these basic techniques, which are spending up time on what they are satisfied with, finding ways to relax, opening up with someone trusted, or avoiding serious situations. There are some specific solutions for each problem for these methods, as taking some time to look after oneself and learning to change one's attitude can be a good way to release school stress. Also, doing something slowly, which taking things slowly with lower goals, can help relieve stress as improve one's performance. Moreover, keeping both study period and resting period in balance will keep teenagers feel more relaxing. Simple ways to reduce family stress are to understand each other through communicating or doing activities together, and taking care of each member in the family is also an important aspect in order to reduce any arguments or conflicts within the family. The ways to release relationship stress are to calm down, to accept, to understand, and to take care of each other. If teenagers are able to complete these solutions, the stress will be mended and help teenagers to deal with unexpected events in life.